Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about the U-bass, ukulele bass or bass guitar. This is basically a bass guitar. It's listed sometimes a U-bass or ukulele bass. I think it's because of its small size, but it is not tuned like a ukulele. It is tuned like a traditional bass guitar. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. For all the videos in this series, I am tuned E, the thickest string nearest your chin, A, D, and then G. So E, the string nearest your chin, A, then D, then G. So E, A, D, G. If you play guitar, there will be another two treble strings down here. So it's the same tuning as the bass strings on a normal guitar. So if you've watched the first video, you will have learnt this shape. And we learnt the 12-bar blues in G. For this video, I'll be showing you how to play in other keys, using the same formula we've just used there. In this video, I'll be showing you how to play in other keys, using the same pattern and moving style we did in the first video. So in this video, we'll be playing in the key of A. So this time we start at the 5th fret and use the same pattern. That is your A chord arpeggio shape. When you want the D, you drop down one string. So this time we start at the 5th fret on the A string. That is D, and your E is at the 7th. So if we did the 12-bar blues, it'd be at the 5th fret of the E string. 1. We drop down one string, then back to the A position, the 5th fret of the E string. For the E chord, we go to the 7th of the A string, 5th of the A string, then back up to the 5th of the E string for our A chord. So if we did the 12-bar blues, it'd be 4 starting at the 5th fret of the E string. We drop down one fret to the 5th fret of the A string for our D. Back to the 5th fret of the E string for our A chord. 7th fret of the A string, 5th fret of the A string, 5th fret of the E string. So that will be the 12-bar blues in the key of A. So now we can play that, we'll play it with a bit of rhythm and speed. So after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 4 bars of A, starting at the 5th fret of the E string. Drop down one fret, one string I should say, to the 5th fret of the A string. Back up to the 5th fret of the E string. 7th fret of the A string. 5th fret of the A string. 5th fret of the E string. So again, 12-bar blues in the key of A. after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will write the name of the chords in the link down below. All you need to remember is it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to each letter. So when you see 4 A's, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one letter, the second letter, third letter, fourth letter. So now we've covered playing in the key of A. We're now going to play in the key of C, just using a different starting position and the same movement. So let's get started. So now we're going to play in the key of C, the 12-bar blues. We're using exactly the same chord shapes and exactly the same movements between each chord. We're just starting off on a different point. So this time we're starting off at the 3rd fret of the A string. Then we drop down one string to the 3rd fret of the D string. Then back up to the 3rd fret of the A string. Then the 5th fret of the D string. Back to the 3rd fret of the D string. Then back up to the 3rd fret of the A string. So these chords would be C. C will be the 3rd fret of the A string. When we drop down one to the 3rd fret of the D string, that is F. Then we go back to the 3rd fret of the A string for C. The 5th fret of the D string is another G shape. Back to the 3rd fret of the D string for your F. Then back to the 3rd fret of the A string for your C. So let's play the 12-bar blues in the key of C, starting at the 3rd fret of the A string, 4 bars of C. We drop down one string, 3rd fret of the D string, for your F chord. Then back to C. 5th fret of the D string for your G chord. Back to the 3rd fret of the D string for your F chord. Then back to G. So we'll play that together. 12-bar blues in the key of C after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, C, G, F, C. Some of you may have noticed that there's a G here, a G here, and there are G's in other places as well as C's and D's. Which one you choose to play is up to you. So we'll do the 12-bar blues in the key of C, this time without stopping, playing all the way through. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Again, 4 bars of C. We are now going to play the 12-bar blues in the key of D. It's a similar format to what we've been using. This time we're starting at the 5th fret of the A string for our D chord. So we need 4 of them, so we'll do 4 Ds. 1, 2, 3, 4. We drop down 1 string for our G, so the 5th fret of the D string. This is your G chord. Then back up to the 5th fret of the A string for your D chord. 7th fret of the D string for your A. 5th fret for your G. 5th fret of the A string for your D. So go for that again. D is the 5th fret of the A string. We need 4 bars of D. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 bars of G, so we drop down 1 string. Back up to the A string, 5th fret for your D chord. 2 bars. 7th fret of the D string for your A chord. Back to the 5th fret for your G chord. 5th fret of the A string for your D chord. So we will now play that all the way through, starting at the 5th fret of the A string after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 12-bar blues in the key of D, starting at the 5th fret of the A string after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. And that is the 12-bar blues in the key of D. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to Blackpool Music School to be kept up to date with the series on the bass, U-bass, ukulele, bass guitar. If you found it useful, like I say, please give us a thumbs up and help our channel grow. Thank you for watching, take care and goodbye.